Alrighty, we're live. I'm here with none other than the main man in sports presenting in the USA, Mr. Gilly Lane, looking smart as ever.
Thanks, Bobby.
Talk to me about your get-up today.
It's so funny. So, when you wear sweats to work every day, with coaching and having played, and you're wearing tracksuits, and so it's fun to kind of do a 180. My brother was a big fan of the bow tie, and it's just something that has kind of happened over the years, and I think this is my 6th year now emceeing at the US Open, and it's gone from regular ties, and then you're out there and you kind of want to jazz it up a little bit, and kind of almost wear something so ridiculous that everyone's kind of like, what are you doing? And it's fun. It's fun to kind of try new things. So I got the red, white, and blue bow tie today. Red, white, and blue. Handkerchief, and it feels good. It feels good, and something that's just kind of. I look forward to changing the outfits up every year,
dressing it up,
and making it kind of a show.
Cool. I mean, for people that don't know, Gilly was a very good squash player in his own right. What was your highest ranking?
48 in the world.
Top 50 player. How long were you on tour for?
5 years. 5 years. Back injury shortened the career a little bit, but it was an experience that I'll never forget.
Yeah. US team member.
Yep. US team member for close to a decade. Almost close to a decade. So and now one of the US senior national team coaches as well.
Awesome. So, what I want to know is, what is the difference between obviously playing on the court, going out there, concentrating on your match, to doing what you do now, which is presenting what we do out there as athletes to the world?
Well, I think the one insight that I've had is being in that situation and knowing what the players are going through and knowing what's going through their mind, how they're preparing for a match, how important that 90 minutes or even 10 minutes before the match really is. So what I've tried to do in my presenting is make sure that all the players feel as comfortable as possible before they go out, so that they can have the best performance possible. They are the stars of the show. They need to feel calm, they need to feel confident, they need to feel ready, and they are presenting world-class abilities to everyone that's watching.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is, I loved being in that frame of mind before I went on court. I loved people making sure that I felt good and made sure that I knew how much time I had before a match and made sure I knew where my bag was. And so the presenting is about showcasing the best and making sure that their talents are shown to the world. And what's incredible to see is the little things that you see behind the scenes, and seeing the players prepare the way they do. They're so professional in their preparation, but trying to help them in any way that they can, and making sure that we created an environment that they need to play in. There needs to be a big atmosphere. The crowd needs to be going. They deserve that. They put that time in. So I've seen what I've played in it, maybe not as much as some. I've played in Grand Central Station against the world number one when Kareem Darwish was world number one. I've had some pretty amazing experiences on the tour, but I love being able to be part of the game, but in a different way, and seeing it from a different angle, and then making sure that these players are respected the way that they deserve.
And you enjoy it? When you go out there, do you get that buzz, like presenting in front of a lot of people?
Oh, it's great. I mean, I think any time that you can hype up a sport that has given you so much and it's done so much for me personally, it's the way I feel like I can give back, but I also can stay in the game.
Yeah.
I think my career ended way too short, and I definitely have. I look back and I think, well, maybe if I could have pushed a couple more years, I would have been, being able to play in these world-class venues that we have now with the Pyramids and in Grand Central Station again, or here in my hometown. But there's nothing like seeing old friends, meeting new friends, seeing how the game evolves year after year, and being that close to it. It's been an amazing opportunity.
Yeah. So you've done 6 years of the US Open, which is obviously great.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the future, you want to be able to do a little bit more, branch out, do a few other events, not just squash. Obviously, you're a sports lover. You love your football, as we say, not soccer.
Yeah, we call it football in the Lane household too.
Yes, love that.
And obviously, big Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
But I think I just love sports.
Yeah.
And I love being out there. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm not shy, and would love to talk to anyone. Love talking about any sport in any country.
Yeah.
But just have a passion for being around people who strive for excellence and are driven by internal motivation, extrinsic, external motivation as well. And there's something powerful in that. And I think it pushes when you surround yourself with that, it just pushes you individually even further. So yeah.
So, having done 6 years of the US Open, can you remember your favourite moment?
Favorite moment. So,
what sort of springs into your mind when I say favourite moment in your head of you being involved, or was it presenting someone with a trophy? Was it announcing a final? Was it announcing a first round?
There's been some unbelievable moments, and I think this tournament has grown. I think, TOC for a while has been, the crowds are incredible. I think that first year when we sold out, the final, and you could just feel the buzz. There was a line out the door. The tickets were sold. There was a line from the ticket window out to the street, and there's no more tickets to go around.
Yeah.
You had matches like when you had Nick. Nick presenting to Nick last year knowing that it was his last tournament. Every match that he played there was a chance that I was going to go out there and say, Nick, this is your last tournament at the US Open. It's an honor to be able to watch the legends of the game, but to be able to be on court and have somebody like that out there next to you, it's pretty incredible. I was 48 in the world. I know a lot of the guys, I'm friendly with a lot of guys, but to be able to be in that moment is pretty incredible. Handing Nicole David her third US Open trophy in a row. She's one of the best to ever play the game. The way she handles pressure, the person that she is, being around that greatness, that's been pretty memorable. And then it's funny, the interviews kind of just evolve over the years, and it turns into a longer conversation, and you feel sometimes like you're asking the same question, but that player's a year older, and they're a year wiser. They may have done something a little bit differently in the summer.
Do you ask those questions as they come to you in your head? I know you love the sports, you watch the game quite intently when you're at the back, but do those questions come to you, or do you plan them?
It's funny, so I like the stats. I do love seeing, so Laura Massaro and Nicole David are about to play for the 34th time in their career in a round of 16. It's a repeat of the final a couple years ago, and this is a round of 16 matchup. But I think then my instincts from playing just take over. And so I asked the lead question, but you might have a follow-up prepared, but if the answer doesn't go the way you want it to go, then it becomes a little tricky. So I think I've been able to adjust my questions based on, my adaptability as a player and understanding the game. And I think I've gotten the respect from the players, knowing that I have played and I know what I'm talking about, to a point that they know where I'm coming from with each question I'm asking.
Good stuff. Last little bit.
Yep.
If you can think, I want to know the funniest moment that you've had. One that something went wrong, something funny from behind the scenes that we can share with people that they might not know. So,
one was I totally messed up the counties when James and Nick were playing. So I said it was a Yorkshire battle, and I thought that Nick was from he's a Yorkshire guy, and it's actually from Leeds. It's a Leeds Yorkshire thing, and I totally said the wrong thing, and Nick basically called me out. Probably did it again. so probably did it again.
I want to know what you said.
I think I said something like.
Did you say Nick was from Pontefract?
I said it was like a derby, and he basically just called me out.
What? He won.
He won,
and then
he called me out. I think in the interview, he's like, "Well, you're wrong," and I went red in the face, and I'm trying to hold my concentration and ask the follow-up question. The other one I completely forgot. We weren't his name.
We just forgot it.
Just forgot it. just forgot it on court, and it literally took me about 30 seconds. And 30 seconds isn't a long time in the grand scheme of things, but when you're out on court and you just completely blank.
So were you filling with other stuff?
I was just smiling, or I was searching for it. The nice thing is, you can look in the crowd and some, you know, if I see you, you know, I'm going to know, oh, well, your dad's Paul. Or, you know, if I'm searching for where somebody's from, you kind of see where the fans are, and then if you forget. But I totally blanked on her name, and I know her sister. So it was one of those moments where luckily I said the right name.
In the end.
But I think that moment, and then the Nick moment. Nick, we've had some good interviews in the past, and I've been very fortunate because he always gives a very direct answer. But I love that he was very direct with me. And then the other ones are, you know, Greg and Shabagi. I mean, interviewing them, you don't have to ask more than one question because
they just go.
They just keep going. So, but those are the two that stick out. The Nick one, and then just forgetting, you know.
What's the name?
We weren't the name. So that was tough. And the worst is that I knew her for ages when she used to come over to Holland and train. But.
Good stuff, Gilly. Thank you very much for your time. I enjoyed that.
Cheers, Daryl. Thanks, bud.
Best of luck for the rest of this US Open.
Cheers.
Unfortunately, we won't be seeing you in the semis and final due to prior commitments.
Commitments, yep.
But I hope to see you presenting on court, even maybe sooner than next year.
Yeah, I hope so.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, for sure.
Always a pleasure, mate.